So today topic gravitation. So in this gravitation, first what are the Kepler laws? Kepler laws. Here Kepler's first law, orbital law. Every planet is revolves around the sun in elliptical orbit. Sun is the center of the universe here, right? So this is ellipse. Sun located at any one of the foci of this ellipse. Here every planet will be revolves around this sun. Next, second law, aerial law. Aerial law. So sun sweeps light equal areas in equal interval of time. Sun sweeping light equal areas in equal interval of time. The sweeping area at this point, the sweeping area at this point, it is same. Sweeping area of light at this position, so it is same. That is, sweeping area is A is equal to half into base into height. Therefore, half into base nothing but radius, height is nothing but arc. So therefore, arc is equal to radius into angle. Therefore, half into r theta, half into r square into theta. So sweeping area per unit time, it is constant. That is dA by dt, it is equal to constant. This is aerial law. Here dA by dt, we can apply derivative on both sides. Therefore, dA by dt is equal to 1 by 2 into r square d theta by dt. Rate of change of displacement is called angular speed. So, half into r square into omega. So, dA by dt. Next, one more form of this aerial velocity, dA by dt is equal to 1 by 2 into r omega into r. That is half into v into r. This is equal to dA by dt. Next, here mvr is equal to angular momentum. Therefore, Vr is equal to L by m. Therefore, dA by dt is equal to 1 by 2 into L by m. So, these are aerial velocities formulas. Next, so time period law. Time period law, that is square of the time period, it is directly proportional to the cube of this radius or semi-major axis. So t square is directly proportional to r cube. Next, here universal law of gravitation. Universal law of gravitation. Then here you can consider two bodies. One is larger body, another one is smaller body, sun and moon. The gravitational force of attraction between them is F. They are separated by distance r in space. Force is directly proportional to product of their mass and inversely proportional to square of the distance between them, directly proportional to mm by r square. F is equal g m by r square, where g is universal gravitational constant. Value 6.625 into 10 power of minus 11. Newton meter square for coulomb, no sorry, kg square, right? Relation between small g, acceleration due to gravity and gravitational constant. Relation is, so for example, we can consider a earth, mass is capital M, radius is capital R. We can consider object on the surface of the earth, height is negligible, right? Mass is M. So the weight of the object, it is balanced by the gravitational force, okay, between these two. So mg is equal to g capital M small m by r square. So mm get cancelled, g is equal to gm by r square. So this is relation between small g and capital G. Next, variation of g. Another form of this gravitational acceleration due to gravity, that is g into m. M is nothing but rho into v by r square. G into rho into 4 by 3 pi r cube by r square. In terms of densities, that is g is equal to g rho 4 by 3 pi into r. This is relation between acceleration due to gravity and gravitational constant in terms of densities, right? Next, variation of g with height, depth, latitude. Variation of g, number one, with height. Okay, so we can consider earth, mass is m, radius is r. Whenever object is on the surface of the earth, gravity g is equal gm by r square. If object is at height h above the surface of the earth, then gm by r plus h whole square. So from these two relations, gh is equal to g into 1 minus of 2h by r. Next, so from 1 and 2. Next, as we go to height, gravity decrease condition, right? So second one, with the depth, variation of g with the depth. So we can consider earth, here radius is r. Now we can bring this object to depth, what is that, d. This is r minus of d, right? O center. Now variation of g with the depth formula is gd is equal to g into 1 minus d by r. So here if d is equal to r, then gd is equal to 0. D is equal to 0, gd is equal to g maximum, right? As we go to depth, gravity decrease, okay? This is at center. At center, gravity is become 0. Right. Next, latitude, position. So variation of G with latitude. For example, we can consider what is it? A object, it is at point P from the center of this what is that, Earth. R is a O is the center. Position of the particle from the axis of rotation is small r. Phi is the angular position. Whenever particle is at latitude position, here g phi is equal to g minus of r into omega square into cos square phi. So phi is equal to 0 degree. G phi is equal to g minus of r omega square. Phi is equal to 90. G phi is equal to g. This is minimum, maximum. Right. R